The making of a dictator. Adolf Hitler. On September 12, 1919, Adolf Hitler, Austrian-born, but serving in the German army as a corporal or political officer in a Bavarian regiment, attended a meeting of the German Workers' Party in Munich, presided over by a locksmith, Anton Drexler. Hitler had gone to spy for the army. He left convinced that in this party he had found the ideal vehicle that could raise him to supreme power. Hitler was born the son of an Austrian customs official in the small border town of Braunau am Inn on April the 20th, 1889. After a good start at school, his work deteriorated, and he frequently clashed with his bureaucratic father, who wished the young Adolf to follow in his footsteps and join the civil service. Hitler had no such intentions. His ambition was, he said, to become an artist. With the death of his father in 1903, he became still more aimless, eventually living the life of a dropout in Vienna, the glittering capital of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Leaving Vienna in the spring of 1913 to escape the call-up into the polyglot army of the Habsburgs, Hitler moved to Munich. Just over a year later, the First World War broke out. Hitler, an Austrian subject, petitioned King Ludwig III of Bavaria, requesting his permission to serve in the Bavarian regiment. This permission was duly granted, and according to his account in Mein Kampf, Hitler went down on his knees to thank the Almighty for this opportunity to demonstrate in a tangible way his loyalty and affection for his adopted fatherland. Hitler made a good, if strange, soldier, only reaching the rank of Lance Corporal, but twice obtaining the Iron Cross. He learned of the armistice and the flight of the Kaiser while still in hospital, recovering after being gassed near the war's end. Once out of hospital, he found a totally different Germany from that to which he had pledged his fidelity over 4 years earlier. Post-war Germany was a political void. Small parties flourished and then faded under a government that only could survive with the support of the army. Hitler felt that he could exploit this state of affairs, and he became the German Workers' Party's 7th member on September 14th. He worked for the party in his off-duty moments and helped draw up a 25-point program in February 1920. He left the army forever in April and went to work for the party as a full-time propagandist, building up its membership and gradually usurping the existing leadership. Soon after, it became the German National Socialist Workers' Party, or Nazi Party, in August 1920. Hitler was made its undisputed leader. The message of the Nazi Party was simple and direct. It would restore Germany's prosperity and position as a world power, and would utterly crush the Jewish and communist-backed world conspiracy which had led to the undefeated German army being stabbed in the back by the Red Revolution of 1918. The means of putting the message across were brutal and efficient. Hitler had a natural genius for mob oratory and had realized that the way to get results was to pitch the message on an emotional rather than an intellectual plane. The message was driven home by endless repetition and the vehemence of the language, and the violence carried into the meetings and onto the streets by the Nazi brown shirt militia, or the stormtroopers or SA. Commanded by Ernst Röhm. This approach brought the Nazis a fair degree of success.